Like Ermac. I am going to have to think of an acronym because Ermac sounds too dorky of a name to be scary. It sounds like Erwin, but combined with Mac from Always Sunny, and I just can't take that seriously.
See, there's actually a story behind his name.
Is it an anagram for something?
No, so back when Mortal Kombat was still like in its infancy, back when you could only play it on like arcade machines, you'd still have some data miners trying to see if they could find some secrets within the arcade. And through their data mining, they found, a few secret characters here and there. Like, they found, like, Rain and Smoke and Noob Saibot, get the fuck down here. And they also found something called Airmac. And they're like, what the fuck is Airmac? Mr. Boone, what is Airmac? Enlighten us, please.
Mm-hmm.
And so Ed Boon was just like, no, it doesn't mean anything. It's literally
so you like, it up like that.
It's so the Airmac in the source code was it was an error macro, Airmac.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and like in the next game, Ed Boon was like, what would be funny? What if we made Airmac an actual character? What if we made Air Macro an actual character?
I came up with that guy. That's pretty funny.
Anyway, this is the best stage in the game because it has the best stage brutality in the game.
Yeah. And also has the guys who are like, really help. They just want to be a part of things. They're like, hey, I'm here. You wanna hang out? I can be useful.
Actually, never mind. This stage does not have the best stage brutality. That is... Hopefully we'll get to see that one, but it's harder to pull off.
I understand. I don't understand. But I guess I'll have to see it to believe it.
Dang it.
Oh.
Ah, I missed it! Oh well. I'm not gonna kill my favorite character anyway.
Who could have foreseen this eventuality?
Alright, I got one more fatality to show off with Kun Jin.
And now you gotta face Goro, the nut punched. According to the movie, of course.
There is no honor in you.
Yeah, he's sort of the sub-boss in this game, so he'll always appear before the final boss in every tower, no matter what.
Nice. Now, he does look pretty intimidating, but here's one thing about human anatomy that I want to make perfectly clear. The muscles that make your arms go forward, like your elbows go forward, those are your chest muscles. So, realistically, Goro should have 2 pairs of tits, but he only has 1. This fact annoys me. I want my quad-breasted forearms because of the biological accuracy.
And that's the only reason, I'm sure.
Yeah, the fact that I do not have that irks me.
Shit.
Like, you gave him 4 arms. Commit, you know?
Yeah, this one doesn't make much sense.
Especially since they should have had 5 arrows for 4 arms. Come on, guys.
Netherrealm! Make it make
like
sense!
It's like they're just pretending that the extra 2 arms are for flavor. It's like, no, man. You gave this freaking nature 2 extra arms. You better make it a reality. Like, treat it for serious. As opposed to old bone arms here.
Oh shit!
Now that's some ham boning.
I came back from worse than this.
Gotta be honest, I can't take the skeleton arms very seriously.
But they're skeleton arms. It's spooky.
But have you considered that skeletons can also be really funny when you put them in the wrong context? This
What
is one
context
such
would-
example.
What contexts would skeleton hands be funny?
Funny Hawk character creator. Can you imagine if Daisy just had a pair of skeleton arms and just rode around on a skateboard like normal with skeleton arms? And nobody
Yes,
ever
actually.
addresses it? That'd be pretty funny. Funny is the word I would use to describe it. I would get a chuckle out of it. Everyone's like, oh, it's old bone arms over there. What word would you describe?
Get flawless victory, bitch!
You're so stupid.
Oh, you think it's over? You think it's over? It
no.
ain't over.
And see, now he has his arms back, and everyone's just normal now.
As I absorb Earthrealm's power.
Oh no, it's all wrinkle green.
Yeah, I should have known. But see, you beat him up without the arms, and then he got the arms back, and now he has the demon arms. And I'm supposed to be like, oh, the bone arms were so intimidating. It doesn't check out.
No, you don't.
Being said, I do just support the demise of King Winklegreen. No matter how many times he shoves your head into his belly.
Well, that was easy.
Give him the old twist and yank. Grab his amulet and twist it.
I don't think he's okay.
No, he's resting.
Earthrealm. Kung Jin's family created a statue in his likeness for inclusion in Raiden's revered collection. But Kung Jin's thoughts were with one no longer accepted by his family, Kung Lao. Kung Jin set out to locate his cousin and found him in the Netherrealm. Raiden believed Kung Lao's tortured soul was forever trapped without Quan Chi's magic to free him. But Kung Jin knew the Shaolin was stronger than any sorcerer's spell. He vowed to help Kung Lao fight off the evil that had remade him.
Kung Jin's also just an easy... He's my warm-up character because he's actually pretty easy to play. He's not super technical like Aaron Black or Johnny Cage.
What a straightforward motivation for a story. Can I help my cousin get out of spirit prison or whatever?
Alright, Dan. Aaron Black or
Yeah.
Melina?
Go with Melina, and there's a very specific reason for that. The reason is because of the Emperor's New Groove. Now, you might think, what? There's no character named Melina in the Emperor's New Groove. And that's true.
There
That
is.
is correct information. However, there is an Emperor's New Groove cartoon called The Emperor's New School, in which you have a character named Melina. And for some reason, Emperor Cusco thinks that she is a, quote, hottie hot hottie. And this always struck me as odd, considering that in the movie, the Emperor's New Groove movie, he's, like, given an entire slate of several women, which he could choose to be his bride, and he's just like, no, pass, I'll go. You know, very dismissive and rude as a character establishing moment, of course. But like, you never have any indication that he's into anybody that is not himself in the movie. So for him to then go on in this Saturday morning Disney cartoon and be obsessed with this girl named Melina, it's a change of pace. It's a surprise, especially when like it's the generic motivator for a good chunk of episodes is like, oh, how do I win the heart of this hot hottie? And it's like, dude, I thought you were supposed to be a selfish, narcissistic prick that only loves yourself. Why can't that be a better motivator? Appeal to your own ego, man, not Melina's. And then I think there was also an episode of that show where there was torture, but I don't actually remember. Like, I can't be bothered to go through the entire archives of the Emperor's New School to find this clip. But I swear, there was like one scene in the Emperor's New School where he and some guy, might have been Kronk, I don't remember, torture a fellow student in order to get him to confess to some sort of crime. And then this Melina person like walks in and is like, yeah, but would you also confess to being a purple spotted alpaca or whatever? And then the tortured kid is like, yeah, I'm that too. And it's like, you see, guys, you can't do torture to bring out a confession. That's ineffective because it's not a real confession. They'll just agree to whatever because they're fearing for their lives. And I'm still not sure if that actually happened or if that was just like a fever dream that I had once that involved that show. So anyways, that's why I wanted you to pick Melina as a character.
That is such a very specific reason to want. I'm pretty sure they're not even spelled the same.
No, I'm pretty sure the Melina in that show only has one. But I think it's still pronounced the same way. That being said, that show sucked. Don't watch it unless you really want to find that one clip and then prove that I'm not having a fever dream by having that torture clip being ineffective. Not the torture necessarily, but the part where Melina barges in and was like, you also confess to this other thing, and even though it's obviously not true, and it's like, see guys, this is why torture doesn't work. That's the part I want to have somebody else find so I don't have to, but nobody's going to do that because it's not a very good show.